Hi everyone, welcome back for another processing sketch. I've been doing a series of creative coding exercises, and this week I have one on what I'm calling Brushy Boids. So the name Boids comes from a graphics example that was created a long time ago, and it's based on a flocking simulation. These aren't exactly flocking, but they are data-driven independent objects that are moving around on the screen. Each one of them is created using what is reminiscent of a paintbrush stroke. As you can see, they wiggle really fast and they sort of float around the screen a little bit here. Let's take a quick look and see what's happening behind the scenes. I just wanted to call out that I took some brush stroke logic from some other examples. If you want to check those out, that was a good starting point. The other thing though is, again, I'll mention that a lot of these examples use code provided by an AI chatbot. I talk about that in another video, but it really is the result of a conversation that I had with an AI tool to generate the base code that I would then later modify. Then in this particular instance, I changed out the object that was being drawn using this brushstroke logic to give it the sort of painted look for each of the objects. Now here at the top, we see a number of variables just for setup. There's also an array here for speed. There's the brushstroke setup. So this is the logic behind the way that those objects look. Then there's a Boid class. This was, again, created by the AI. You can read through how that works and is set up. If we scroll down quite a bit, there's the setup function. In this one, I included a frame rate just to see how that worked for myself, but you can change that. In here, we see that there's a number of voids here, and those are pushed into the scene during setup. Then in the draw, we have a number of variables here. Then there's some functions that are called from Boid. So it creates the flock, it applies forces, and then it draws them. So you can play with these and see how all of these little bits of code work. When it all comes together, it creates this really interesting background. I have it in black and orange just for really high contrast, but you can see that it creates these objects that sort of wiggle around. I invite you to take this, play with it on your own, make it different. You can fork this example if you have an account and then host it yourself and show off your changes. So take care, have fun, try some creative coding today.